Hi and welcome back to the channel. Um, in this video, I'm going to be discussing last night's Ballon d'Or ceremony, or rather, how Vinicius Jr. was robbed of the Ballon d'Or. And yes, I said that he was robbed. Um, for those who aren't aware, the top three candidates or nominees to win the Ballon d'Or was Rodri, Vinicius Jr., as well as Lautaro Martinez. And I'm just gonna go through each player's stats for last season, in terms of goals and assists and things like that, and individual accolades which they won, right? And then we'll see how UEFA managed to reach the decision that Rodri was the winner. At first, we had Rodri, who actually won the award last night. I believe Rodri scored 10 goals. He had 10 goals and 14 assists. He won the Premier League, the UEFA Super Cup, and Euro 2024 with Spain, of course. And he happened to be the player of the tournament when he came to the Euro 2024. All right, cool. Good numbers, right? I mean, these are mad numbers for a defensive midfielder. Let me just put that out there. These are very, very mad numbers. He was absolutely exceptional last season. And for me, he was literally the best defensive midfielder in the world last season. And I think he still is. And it's by quite a distance. It's not even close. He's that good. I think he's in, when it comes to the defensive midfield position, he's in a league of his own, and no one is anywhere near him, right? So I'm gonna put that out there. But anyways, let's move on to the next person, Vinicius Jr. He scored 26 goals and got 11 assists, right? 26 goals and 11 assists for Real Madrid. He then won La Liga, the Spanish Super Cup, and the UEFA Champions League. And he happened to be the Champions League player of the tournament, right? So on one hand, you've got Rodri, who got 10 goals and 14 assists, won the Euros, Premier League, and was player of the tournament at the Euros. Very impressive. And then you also have Vinicius on the other side, who won a treble. Well, in Madrid, we're not really calling it a treble. We're calling it the double, because they don't really take that much note of the Spanish Super Cup. However, he won 3 trophies and was the best player in the Champions League and won the player of the tournament. Cool. Moving on to the third and final candidate or nominee in Lautaro Martinez. He scored 35 goals and got 8 assists for Inter Milan. What did he win last season? He won the Serie A, he won the Italian Super Cup, he won the Copa America, he was the Serie A Golden Boot winner, Copa America Golden Boot winner. Apparently he scored in the final of the Copa America. I'm not so sure about that one. However, the last thing he did, he was Serie A's MVP, most valuable player last season. So you can tell we've got 3 top candidates here. Now, with all those numbers that I mentioned, goals and assists, all of them were impressive last season. And even including the trophies which they won, all very impressive. So apparently how UEFA are now reaching to the final decision as to who wins the Ballon d'Or is they're now saying, we don't only look at what you do for your club, but we also look at what you did for your nation, because that's why apparently Vinicius Jr. didn't win the Ballon d'Or last night. They're saying he did very poorly for Brazil in the Copa America. Apparently they got knocked out in the group stages, if I'm not mistaken. So fair, I hear it. Vinicius have to do better for Brazil in these international tournaments. But then on the other hand, right, if you're saying the reason why Vini Jr. didn't win it was because it was poor for Brazil in Copa America, we've got a guy here who actually won Copa America in Lautaro Martinez. Lautaro Martinez got 35 goals and got 8 assists last season. That's 43 goals and assists. Top scorer in Serie A, top scorer in Copa America, won Serie A, won the Italian Super Cup. So basically, he won the equivalent in club football of what Rodri won with his club, Inter Milan. And then he did the same thing when it came to international football. But he's got more goals, got more assists. Of course, he's a striker, he's got to score more goals and assists. I get that. But if the argument or the main reason why you're saying, yes, Vinicius Jr. was impressive last season, yes, he was one of the best players, however, we're not going to give him the award because he didn't do anything for his country, then surely you got to go to Lautaro Martinez, because he was absolutely brilliant for Inter Milan and for Argentina last season, or the last year. So if you're asking me who deserves the award, I'd even argue that Lautaro has a bigger shot than Rodri. But that's not what happened. They gave it to Rodri, and I'm going to be honest here about how I think they reached their decision. For starters, I think we all know that there's issues. There's clear issues between Real Madrid and UEFA. There are issues. Like, there are clearly issues there. And then to add to that, I believe that Vinicius Jr. didn't win because, again, I'm just going to put it out there. I think it was his black. I genuinely think he didn't win because he's black. I know there's been black players who've won it before. Rivaldo, Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo, Ronaldinho. I know there's been a few black players who've won it before. However, when last did a black man win the Ballon d'Or? When Sadio Mane went on and won AFCON, and I believe in that season he had won something big with Liverpool. He had either won the Champions League or the Premier League. They didn't even give him the Ballon d'Or. He's black. He had done well for country and for club, but still didn't get the award. But now that it's Vinicius Jr., the goalposts are being moved around. It's now, no, you have to do well. You can't just do well for club. You must also do well for country. I mean, guys, this for me is absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish. I mean, we even saw a statement released today by Vinicius Jr. and his people and his camp. Let me see. I want to quote it from what Fabrizio Romano said. This is a tweet from Fabrizio Romano today, which was released with regards to Vinicius Jr., right? And I quote, "People close to Real Madrid and Vinicius Jr. believe that he lost the Ballon d'Or, and again, I quote, due to his fight against systematic racism," reveals Reuters. I'm not quite sure who the Reuters is, but I think I've heard of them, but I'm not quite sure. But I'd like to think that they're quite reliable. For Fabrizio to be basically quoting them on his tweet, they must be reliable. So Vinicius is making it very clear that he believes that he did not win due to his fight against systematic racism. So for me, I think it's twofold. It's about the racism, his fight in particular against racism, and the fact that UEFA and Real Madrid don't get along. I genuinely believe that that's the reason why Vinicius didn't win last night, because anybody with eyes would have told you Vinicius Jr. deserved to win the Ballon d'Or. He won 3 trophies for Real Madrid. He was the best player in the world. And he was scored in the Champions League final. What people consider to be the biggest club competition out there. Rodri didn't win a World Cup. So we can't even say, when people use the Messi debate, which I disagree with, but still I hear that one slightly more because they say Messi won the World Cup, so the World Cup trumps any other trophy in football. Cool, I hear that. But these are the Euros. Are we really saying that the Euros weigh more than the Champions League? Do we really think that if a player is asked, what would you rather win? The Champions League with your club or the Euros with your nation? I don't know. Maybe some would say Euros, some would say World Cup, the Champions League. But for me, I'm telling you, the goalposts are being moved because it's Vinicius Jr., because, like he says himself, due to his fight against systematic racism and due to the fact that UEFA don't like Madrid. So last night, Real Madrid, as soon as they found out that Vinicius was not going to win, they felt he had been robbed, and they said, screw this, we're not going to go, we're not going to attend. Is it petty? Yes, 100%, definitely petty. And when I was doing my live last night, I did talk about it. I felt like maybe they should go because it's going to show some class. But I realized, no, man, why should they? If you're being blatantly and clearly being robbed, why should you go there? So they said no one's going to go. No color, no manager, no backroom staff, no player, nobody's going. So none of them went to the ceremony. So I hear it. And I know Barca fans were on that, Madrid lack class, what a soulless club. What about Lionel Messi? In 2016, when Cristiano Ronaldo won it, he didn't attend the Ballon d'Or ceremony. I saw a report showing that Lionel Messi in 2016 didn't attend the Ballon d'Or ceremony when he found out Cristiano Ronaldo had won and he was going to come second. He didn't attend. He apparently chose to go to play friendly in Qatar with Barcelona over attending the Ballon d'Or ceremony. So that just goes to show me that he felt he had been robbed. Whether that was true or not, it is what it is. I'm not getting it back into debates for over 8 years ago. But the fact of the matter is, he felt he deserved to win, and since he's not going to win, he's not going to go attend the ceremony. So now that Madrid are doing the same thing, all of a sudden Barcelona people and the Spanish media and French football have got an issue with it and saying we lack class. I hear what Madrid did. It's petty, I hear it, but I still understand what they do. And if I'm being honest, I think I would have done the same thing if I was in their shoes. I really would. But yeah, those are my thoughts really on the whole argument of whether Rodri should have won it, or Ballon, or Vinicius, or Lautaro. I genuinely feel it's all because, for starters, the man Vinicius Jr. is black, and he is very vocal about racism in Spain. We've seen the Spanish media trying to write disgusting articles about him, calling him a monkey and all this disgraceful stuff. And like I said, the fight between UEFA and Madrid, it's all political, guys. Vini Jr. was the clear best player. Literally, he was the best player in the world last season, and nobody can convince me otherwise. But it is what it is, really. Rodri won it. Exceptional player. I have no problems against him. My biggest issue is there was someone who was better last season, and that's Vinicius Jr. But yeah, I mean, what can I say? I mean, people keep telling me he got 24 goals and assists. Very impressive. But are we saying that if this season, what's his name? Gabriel Magalhaes, if he scores 10, 15 goals this season, should he win the Ballon d'Or? If Gabriel Magalhaes, because we've all seen Arsenal are very good at set pieces. So if Gabriel Magalhaes scores 10 to 15 goals this season, maybe not even 15, 10 goals in the Premier League, very impressive. Or 10 goals in all competitions. And maybe doesn't win the league with Arsenal, but maybe wins I don't know, maybe wins the Champions League. And then flipping wins Copa America. I know Copa America is not coming this year because it was just there, but for argument's sake. And then he went on to, if he had won maybe the Premier League or maybe even the Champions League, and then went on to win the Copa America with Brazil, would people be saying he should get the Ballon d'Or? I don't think so. He's black. I don't think they'll be letting him win it. They'll be saying there's a striker somewhere who did better, so he deserves it. But like I said, I know some people are not going to like it because, oh, why are you playing the race card, all of that. Simple facts. This was political and it was racial. And it's absolutely disgusting. So it is what it is, really. I know Vinicius Jr. is going to come back stronger. I trust him. He's a world-class player. Definitely top 2 players in the world right now. You cannot give me 2 other players who are better than Vinicius Jr. Not currently, anyways. But anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys thought. Do you think Vinicius was robbed? Do you think Rodri deserved it? Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section. And if you haven't already, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.